I was ready for it that time. No more looking away. I learned my lesson that time. The very first time we played that stuff, and I went, "Oh crap!"
That live, man, it gets you every time.
Right.
I think my favorite part about that is it's a 30-second countdown, but it says we've only been live right now for 30 seconds. So I'm
Right.
not
No,
really
I
sure what's
waited.
going on.
I kicked it off and then waited until it hit like
Oh,
22.
so this was your fault. Okay.
No, I was making sure.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
How's everybody doing tonight?
This is Geek Public Radio right here on geekpublicradio.com. We are coming. He is from the studio. I am still at home in our old studio, if it looks familiar.
Truth. The fact that we have two studios means we're making it.
Right? It is now more of a man cave thing. Because the literally right next to me is a 3D printer. Right over here is a 3D printer. One of them is going right now. Thank goodness you can't hear them. But so I'm in the middle of actually being extra geeky and making really interesting stuff for gaming.
You're making all of our miniatures and stuff for the D&D game. So I don't
right
have
now I'm working on actual terrain. Like this is a
right.
whole house.
You're creating and crafting the miniatures for the like the town and like the barns and all the crazy stuff. Yeah. So
that's going to be a house.
About some of this stuff that's coming up.
Yeah, that's going to be a house. So I thought that was.
I mean, what kind of people could live in that house, Chris? Ants.
Ants can live in that house.
Do you think it's stupid?
But no, we got a lot of stuff on the menu tonight. We are talking about Gencon. That just ended. We have some cool news from that. He's going to talk about his time there. We're going to talk about some games that are just a reminder that some games that are coming out. Don't forget to get your downloads and do all the stuff that you want to do to get caught up, and a whole lot more. So let's buckle in, and this is Geek Public Radio. All right. Yes. This is Geek Public Radio. I am tired.
Tired, the Topher. Topher the tired.
Because
that's your next campaign idea, bro.
What? Topher the tired?
Topher the tired. Sounds like a great name for a storyteller. Right. We had a pretty exciting weekend last weekend, though. So, in our defense, our exhaustion, our lack of production usually always stems from...
My computer's being possessed. Hold on one second. Yeah, see? All right. So, there we go. We're all set. And see.
We had a really great weekend, all things considered. So, usually when we're not cranking out videos, of which we're going to get back to making videos, guys, we promise. There's this weird transition phase.
We said that a lot, but I'm stuck here.
Yeah, studio access has been a little crazier than normal. So we're trying. We're branching off into other territories and attempting to do new things to bring you guys great content, including making new channels, trying to separate everything into categories so you guys can find it a lot better. There are a lot of things that are going on behind the scenes. But to get back to last weekend, we had an awesome bit of news come floating by. A lot of you guys have already seen this on my Facebook. You've seen it on Topher's Facebook. We were ecstatic. But we have been pumping and promoting the absolute ever-loving crap out of the Black Book movie. 100% of the time, almost all of the time. That's all we've been talking about. From the actors to the content to the movie itself, how much fun it's been. It has been an absolute joyride. So we submitted the film because of the confidence that we had in it. And Topher and Don and Steve just really promoting and pushing the hell out of the movie. We submitted it to the Gencon Film Festival, and we got a phone call, and I thought it was pretty neat. Topher gets the phone call, and they tell, hey, we want you guys to be at the awards ceremony, the opening on Thursday at 7 o'clock. We have an announcement to make, and we can't tell you what it is, but you guys have won an award. We're like, oh, that's awesome. So Topher calls me. We can't tell anybody, so we have to keep it on the down low. This was a couple weeks ago now. So we're like, oh, man, what do we do? And so finally, it rolls around, and we got some pictures and stuff we'll put up on the online, but we're all sitting there. It's me, Jassel, Don is there, and Topher, obviously. We're all sitting there waiting for the awards to start. They start going through the categories. They're giving out the different awards. Best short film, best comedy, best sci-fi. They get to the best horror film. So, of course, they still haven't told us what it is, and we're like, it's probably the best horror movie because they did a really good job. So we all pull our phones out because we're gonna film the moment, and they read the winner, and it's not us. It says the best horror film goes to Lisa. And we all kind of look at each other, very confused.
Which congratulations to Lisa.
Yeah, congratulations to Lisa. In all honesty, like the films, I watched a lot of them there, and I'll get to that in a minute, but they were really good. So congratulations to them, everybody that won an award. It's really it's cool to get your work recognized, seriously. And we get to that moment, and I look over at Topher, and he looks back at me, and it dawns on us that it dawns on us there's no other category. None. Zero. We don't qualify for any other category.
Well, there was two.
Ovid doesn't count. Ovid only goes to short videos.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it does not go to features.
I did not know that. So I was thinking like, well, maybe
I didn't either at first. And Jassel looks over and she's like, and because that's what I said to her. I was like, oh my God, we're only gonna get Ovid or feature. And she was like, you guys don't qualify for Ovid. And I was like, and so of course we get really excited because like, no way. And then of course
I look back and look at Don. And I go, we're in that. That's the main.
We're in the money, right?
Yeah.
We're in the big time. And not to say that any of the awards are small time because it's always all, like I said, just the recognition, the award, the laurel is awesome, right?
Yeah.
And not downplaying anything. If we were just to be nominated and win for best horror film, that would have been amazing. We were all expecting that. We were all happy with that. But it starts cycling through, and they get to best feature, and it was us. We won best feature film. We won best feature film. I was ecstatic, and I'm going to tell you right now, he's not going to tell you
all of the feature films that were there at the convention.
Correct. So we won Gencon 2021 Film Festival's best feature film of the year. We are the 2021 feature film winner. And Topher's not going to tell you, but I'm going to tell everybody. This man, right there. Right
now
there.
You know our thing while you were at Gen Con.
I know, right? Like, this guy, there we go. This guy over here was silent. He had nothing to say. Nothing. And I'm going to tell you right now, I know how much hard work he has put into this film and how many years he has spent trying to get this thing right and the hurdles and obstacles that he has faced attempting to just get it out there for people. I thought for the briefest of moments, I was going to see tears come out of that man's eyes, and they would have been well-earned and well-deserved. So I had a very small hand in that movie, but I take this as a victory for all of us, especially Geek Public Radio and Rutledge Productions. I take that as a huge W, and I feel like I'm a part of that. But this is Chris the fan, not Crazy Chris the personality. Congratulations, Black Book, for winning feature film of the year, Gen Con 2021 Film Festival. There it is right there. Best feature film. We have a plaque. We have a plaque.
And it for our broadcast, it is going to go up here right next to the Super Bowl ring.
That's right.
And yes, that is the Super Bowl ring that I got in that weird mystery
contest
box.
Yeah.
The mystery box thing.
So, yeah, we won feature film of the year. So if you guys have not checked it out, blackbookmovie.com. You guys can not download, excuse me. You can purchase the movie. You can purchase the Audible, and you can purchase the book that guy wrote. He wrote a book, y'all. You should read it. It's really good. And if you don't like to read, you should listen to my magical and amazing voice. And I promise there's no breathing on the track because we took it all out. No sharp intakes of air. Although I have listened to a few audibles, by the way. I think we're the only people that do that.
What?
Take out the
Seriously. Oh, really?
Yep. Because I hear the breaths all the time. Now it's probably this. It's like, he trekked through the iron gates. It seemed as though like it's definitely not like I do it where I'm just like blah 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 blah.
Well, remember the only reason because we process this thing to make it sound better.
It's true. It is a lot louder
rather than just regular audio.
Excuse me. And I think it sounds really great personally, but of course I'm a homer. I'm going to think it sounds awesome. I can listen to myself talk all day, and I often do.
Well, fair enough.
So yeah, congratulations to Black Book Movie, Rutledge Productions, and Topher. Seriously, my friend, congratulations. That was awesome.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure to be a part of that. So more rounds of applause. No, please go on. No, please go on.
No, go on. No, it was weird because everybody was sharing out that we'd won, and like even my mom, who was, she made a comment in the video. Literally, it was like, "It was a great job, thank you, Mom." But I can't go anywhere right now. Well, oh, by the way, congratulations on the thing. When can we see it?
Yeah.
So now would have been the time to have the theater down here not be whatever, and because literally everybody now knows if we put that out there, like, hey, come see it here this night, yada yada yada, tickets are $5, we'd sell out the theater.
Yep.
But the amount of people are like, where can I see it? Like, is it going to be at the theater? Is it going to be out? Like, what, like, is it on YouTube? I'm like, no, we have distribution. So
we have the distribution. And are you permitted to say anything yet?
It will be up soon, and we will be able to more information on the platform.
I always forget what you look like without glasses, man. I put them back on right now. But you look like an alien. Thank God. Lizards.
I need to remember, like, the next time we get these, I get glasses, the non-reflective surfaces.
Yeah. I mean, you could also just look down like that and you can't really see anything. Right.
Well, I can't really see anything because I'm literally almost looking over my glasses.
This is how I'm going to do the broadcast from now on. Just like this. Like, hey, everybody, it's Crazy Chris. How's everybody doing?
You'd be like, hi.
I mean, my mic has a beard. That's pretty cool.
But yeah, no,
super stoked.
Yeah, no, that was an interesting, between the medical stuff and then like getting that and being able to do that. You were right. I literally was speechless. I wheeled up there. I made a joke. I was like, no, move me out of the way because they have to know where to go buy the movie. Because I was blocking the projector where it said had the address at the bottom of the.
It was
because they put up the poster like on the projector and like at the bottom and like, oh no we need to let everybody know where to get the movie.
Yep.
And then I sat there and just stared at it. And I was like, guys, look, I have a podcast. I talk a lot. I really don't have anything to say. I thanked everybody. It was whatever. I was like,
you didn't.
I don't know what to say.
Nope, you didn't thank anybody.
Yeah, I did. I actually.
Oh, you said thank. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Is what you. Yeah, you said.
I shook Chuck's hands. I said, "Thank you very much for this honor." I looked at everybody in the thing. I said, "Anybody who had a voice in picking us, Thank you very much. We
because
appreciate. You don't understand how much we appreciate this. And then I was like, I don't know what else to. Thank you. I just-
it was the you didn't thank me personally, and I was wheeling you up there, and that's about
oh yeah,
the time I was like, "There's an escalator right outside these doors."
right.
No, it was awesome, man. Like yeah. Enough gushing. You didn't get a chance to see. So, obviously, the film festival for Gen Con is a really big deal for a lot of people, especially independent film creators who put a lot of work in it. And it's not an easy job. A lot of people with Photoshop think they make good videos, and they're funny. We can grant that. You know, you can put some entertaining things on Photoshop, but to really put out like the good looking high quality videos, it takes a lot of effort and it takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
And too many people I think are shortcutting now, but that's a whole nother thing that we can talk about. But the films that I watched at Gen Con Film Festival were really good. I did watch Lucy, and for a short film it was really good. Or Lisa rather. I said Lucy. for Lisa, I watched Lisa, and it was good. I liked it. As far as the short film was concerned, it was concise to the point. It had some good hook to it. I liked it. It does what horror movies do. Leaves you on that little cliffhanger, that little feeling. You're like, what do we do? You know, and it's great. I really enjoyed it. I saw one of the Star Wars fan movies, which was really cool. Yeah, a lot of the movies that we watched were really entertaining. I was there for Black Book when it screened. Full House. It was fantastic. I was very, very excited about that. So it actually sold tickets. People got packed in to watch it. And got the standing of, got not the standing ovation, but he got like the big round of applause afterwards. Everybody came up to me. Chris couldn't be there, or Topher couldn't be there. He was sick. So, but yeah, it was really encouraging to see that, and it was really awesome. And presenting a movie to people who enjoy film versus the general public whom you have to convince to watch a movie is always a lot easier. But just getting the reaction that was wanted for the movie, the parts that you're supposed to laugh at, they laughed at. The parts they're supposed to kind of cringe at, they cringed at. So it was cool to see everybody react to it. I got to sit in the entire back of the room, so I kind of got to watch all the crowd. But I did tell everybody, because they were, well, do you want to say anything before we screen the movie? And I'm like, I didn't make this movie. I can say a few things. And so I just, hey, these guys put their heart and soul into it. They want you to enjoy the movie. So sit back and enjoy it. If you guys liked it, let us know. You can come up to me, talk to me after the show, let us know that you liked it. If you didn't like it, you can come up to me after the show and lie to me and tell me you liked it. And then go on to Amazon and lie to Amazon and tell them that it's a 5-star movie. That's it. That's all we want you guys to do. Watch the movie and then go to Amazon and leave a review.
Right.
100%. So hopefully
I
everybody
do have something funny to tell you as soon as we're off of here. But
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Gen Con was cool. Saw a lot of great stuff. We got some cool Mech Warrior stuff. I picked up a new drinking game, new card-based game for drinking. I'm really excited about that. I'm going to do that here soon, and we're gonna stream it, and I'm gonna try to tag the guys that made the movie. I'm sorry, the movie mode. We're gonna tag the guys who made the. We actually
backed the
game.
Kickstarter too. So
yeah, there's we got the Killers that it hit its goal. Yeah. So now they're on bonus goals right now. The Killers trading card game, not trading card game.
Go. We posted it on our Facebook page. Go and check them out. It's on our Facebook page. It's on our Facebook group. It's in our Discord. Go check it out. Pledge so we can get more perks.
Yep. No, seriously. Anybody donates to it at a certain threshold, we actually. Yeah. But it hit its goal. They're gonna get all the cool stuff that they were wanting to put into it. That's what they're going for now. So yeah, if you guys are checking us out, man, go check them out too. The Killers trading card game, or the Killers card game. It is really cool. But we got that, and like I said, we got the drinking game, and then we grabbed a bunch of Mech Warrior stuff because we're children. Yeah, the Catalyst booth made a lot of money.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, they made a lot of money
just off of us.
True story. Yeah, I mean, Gen Con for the most part, took my son there. He was actually finally able to go to Gen Con because I was going to take them last year, and they were closed. So I finally was able to take my son to Gen Con, so that was cool. Um, trying to think if there's anything else, and not really. I mean, there's some interesting stuff, some cool art. Always, there were new D&D books that were available. Not anything really big as far as announcements were concerned. Most of everybody who does the announcements and stuff, they do those things online anymore. So,
Right.
but yeah, had a lot of fun. Gen
And by
Con
the
was
way,
pretty
in
cool.
the chats, since we are live,
Yeah, if you guys want to pop in the chat.
uh, the I put the Kickstarter link up for the Killers in chat on all of our platforms. So
Yep. Um, looks like Terry Brenner. Is that?
yeah, that's my mom. That's
I
when
thought so. Yeah.
yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I know who Terry is. But yeah, we had fun. Had a lot of fun doing the film festival this year. I got to sit on some cool panels. Not like be a part of the panels, but like I got to sit in on some of the panels that they were doing. I thought those were pretty interesting.
There's a lot of information that they share during those things. So
Yeah,
I
there
mean,
really is.
like if you're ever interested in just learning how to make a movie, there's literally enough. Like there's a sound panel, there is cinematography panels, there are writing panels, there are. I mean, every facet you talk about, like writing for sci-fi, writing for horror, writing for this, writing for that. All of those things exist right there at the biggest gaming convention. You know.
World's best 4 days of gaming.
Though
It's
when they first
fun.
came here, it was the best 4 days in waiting.
Best 4 days in waiting.
Yeah, it took 8 hours in will call just to pick up your tickets the very first day.
Yeah. Yeah, that was yeah.
There
Thankfully,
were
they have
people. There were
figured out how
people
to
that
fix that.
left. Like it was on the crowded weekends when there isn't a pandemic or anything. It goes down and around like through their little turnstiles against the wall, and then all the way down out to the which is almost the entire length of the convention center,
Yep.
out the door, back around the building towards the front where the will call line starts, and back around towards the concessions.
I'm going to be really honest with the great worker shortage of 2021. I genuinely expected no volunteers to be there.
Well, no, they got free tickets, so I mean that's how they get paid, and they get tickets and a hotel room. So that's it. If you've never been to Gen Con, that is a great way to do it too. Is just volunteer.
Yep.
You get to see the backside of the con, and you get to a little bit more information, and you get to
I got this camera all jacked up, guys. I'm so sorry.
you can get all sorts of fun stuff, like and your own time to they make sure that you're scheduled time to actually go and enjoy the convention as well as work it. So I mean it's a pretty good deal. I mean
Agreed.
if you can't volunteer with Gen Con, then you can also volunteer and staff a booth at your favorite game company. You know.
Yep. I was gonna work with Shauna if I couldn't end up getting tickets. I ended up getting tickets. We got Jassel tickets. Got my son a ticket. That was a pass, whatever they want to call them. But yeah, it ended up being a pretty good time. So, and I saw a couple people there that I know. We talked for a little bit, so that was enjoyable. But we have some other things we're going to discuss as well.
Yes.
One of which is coming up very soon, September 28th. New World launches.
Did they move it back again?
No, it's September 28th.
Okay, because I thought
That's what it's always been.
well after they moved it the third time.
Yeah, right there. It's perfect.
But no, after they moved it they postponed it the third time just to make sure that everything was right.
Yeah.
This was the last tweaking of it.
And
So,
I'm actually kind of appreciative that they did that. They took to heart what people were saying during the beta, and they decided to fix some things. Hopefully, they didn't break things.
well, the cool thing is what we saw in the beta And if you were watching Geek Public Radio, you know that we streamed the beta. We gave away beta keys. Um, we watch or like we the area that we were in is going to be bigger. Like we just saw a piece of it. So they're gonna have a fuller world. Hopefully, there will be more faster spawn times on pigs and deer and whatnot like that. That you're not like waiting 37 minutes just sitting there.
So you call it waiting. I call it XP farming.
Well, no, but if nothing's spawning, you're not farming anything. You're literally
No,
just
this
sitting there
this is
waiting.
true. I can imagine day one's going to have a lot of problems, but every day
That was
one
my
launch
only
does.
complaint. That was the only thing. But they actually listened to it and they were talking about bumping up spawns, like the amount of spawns and the how fast they spawn. One person kills one hog in 15. You have to wait 15 minutes in that one spot and spawn camp him just to finish your quest.
Yeah.
And you can't move on until you turn that quest in because it's one of the very first quests you get to prove yourself. So you're just sitting there like,
Yep. Thankfully, I came in late, so I actually didn't really have that problem.
yeah, like with everybody at the same level doing the same stuff, it was.
Oh, it was nightmarish for sure.
Yeah, it
Like
was.
that's the thing, and I think.
But it was a
I think
beta.
they'll improve
That's
that.
that's where you tweak those things. So you find out like, oh, well, I forgot to reset the spawn timer.
Yeah, and hopefully they like you said the notes show that that's what they're doing. They're listening. So
Yeah.
I can't imagine that they're going to make that worse. But I also deal with Bethesda on a daily basis, so I don't have a lot of
Speaking
hope
of
for anyone.
Bethesda, I still can't get on a server on the computer.
Which is super bizarre, by the way, because I went and tried a new character just to see.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have any issues. So
Like it's probably on my end, but like I said, I went through all the permissions. Did all the stuff. By the way, it was this. We made the announcement on Facebook, but Geek Public Radio and the Chambers family has suffered a loss. Um, the dog had pulled the Xbox off the mantle and dropped it 5 feet onto the ground. And as much as it
it's a
loads
day
up,
of great sadness.
as it loads up, it tries to do whatever, but you can't update anything. You can't play anything. I think the only thing that, like, right before it fell, I had just updated PUBG. So that literally is the only game that's playable on that right now. But when you're playing it, you're like, I'm like, click, 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 click. No, come on, come on, come on. And then it registers my click. Like, so it's kind of, I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't take terribly much to break one of those systems. It really doesn't.
Well, I mean, it was an Xbox One. It was literally almost one of the original. I think it was like the first gen Xbox Ones.
Somebody's going to make an absolute fortune one day when they figure out how they can put a case around one of those that's completely indestructible.
No, it'll just be airbags. So that way, if it falls off, it just boom. It works for the rover on Mars.
Dum, dum.
It worked for the rover on Mars. Might as well work. Work
Yeah, in
for
that
an
sense,
Xbox.
that equipment is far more sensitive.
So, but no. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just move everything over to my PC. Installed it because I have the Game Pass thing or whatever, and installed it. Everything worked fine. No hiccups. Hit the button. Go to sign in, and no server. Like it wouldn't sign in. Checked all my stuff to make sure that everything was hunky dory and like all of my permissions are right. Nope. Like everything was right. Everything's whatever. I just still can't. So short of piecing apart the firewall in the modem or in the cable modem to see, I have no idea what else to do
I don't
other
know.
than wait for the Xbox One S to get here. That was my replacement.
Which that's good. I mean, I thought about getting a PS4 Pro just to have one, but
Well, when we were looking, and right now outside of a place called not Static X, but like Station X or something like that. Series, there's a website that a buddy of mine found that has them for and not as much. Um, the only way to get it, whatever, everything's marketed like $1,200 or more. So I was looking and I was like, okay, well, I can get just an S, a Series S, but that's all online. And as you can tell from the stack of games that were sitting next to the thing, I still have discs. I don't want to have to go again and buy the thing as a digital asset when I have Valhalla, like
There
Assassin's
was
Creed
a
Valhalla right here and all of the other stuff that I've been playing on regular.
there should be a confirmation that you can use on Microsoft. You can use I'm pretty sure you can use the UPC, but there's like another thing on it that you can actually use on the disc. If you load it into a PC, I think it tells you what the code is for the game, and you can actually prove that you purchased it.
Well, but and I also noticed like they look like they have a big speaker on the top now.
Yeah,
Which
it looks weird. It is a weird device. All right, so we got more in the loss there. Let's see, what else have we got going on? What's new in the world of gaming that we have not been a part of for like a month? Because
Mech Warrior 5 just launched on PlayStation 5.
4?
Or 4 and
yeah,
5.
Yeah.
With all the DLCs and content that they already had for the PC and the Xbox.
Because
and
apparently Todd Howard has the best marketing decisions ever.
And it's cross-compatible all platforms.
Yes, which I personally feel like is the coolest thing that they do.
There's a lot of games. In fact, there was the one that came out last year.
Dead by Daylight's cross-compatible with PC.
Right. I can't remember, but it popped up and I was like, oh, hey, look, that's, because it's talking about, I was like, I wonder if that's cross-compatible. And it was a first-person shooter, Rogue Company, I think was the name of it. Rogue Company. That came out in 2020 or late 2020 or 2019.
They've been able to be cross-compatible since the PlayStation 3. They just won't do it.
But now, like everybody's, like the game companies are actually making them across the board.
And they're allowed to do that because they're hosting their own servers.
Right.
So, like when you connect to Fallout 76, for instance, you're connecting to Bethesda servers. So you're not connecting to the PlayStation server. It's routed through the PlayStation, but it's not actually connected to the PlayStation server.
Right.
So it's actually connecting to Bethesda. So all Bethesda has to do is go, you know what? I think everybody should be allowed to play Fallout 76 together. Which would actually probably solve the majority of their issues.
Right.
No, I'm not even kidding.
Rather than having servers for Xbox, servers for PC, servers for
you're literally removing a filter for connection. That will only make the connection faster.
Well, you also got to think about. I mean, some of the architecture, the architecture for the PlayStation and the Xbox are different.
Which is fine because
but the architecture for the Xbox for the PC are literally now Microsoft are making them just computers.
Yeah.
It's a console computer, but it's no different than Valve's Steam box.
Which is true.
Which I think is just a Linux operating system running the Steam software. Yeah, but it
works so good. It looks so pretty.
If all you need it to do is play Steam.
That's right. But I mean, I would get the majority of my games from Steam, but I have my issues with Steam too. So
right.
It's like oh, we don't recognize. Or it's like we're having problems signing in. Go ahead and sign out and. Log back in, and you log back in. It's like, we have no idea who you are. We've never heard of you. I literally bought like 80 games. How do you not know who I am?
Right. Or EA with the Origin. I am now missing 21 games, and cannot access anything on Game Pass that is an EA game because I got banned because the game that they sold me would not work on 7 different computers, all configured differently. And I requested a refund saying I can't use this. They kicked me and they said, well, nope, it's not, it wasn't an EA game. I'm like, then why are you selling it on your platform? And, why you
Right.
took the money. I can't play the game. So I was like, fine, I'm just going to call PayPal. And I got a hold of PayPal, told them what was going on. They decided in my favor, and EA decided to ban me because I got my money back.
Yeah. EA's a garbage fire, which is unfortunate because they hold a lot of Star Wars licenses up to and including Battlefront. And those games
and
were
Battlefield,
really
because
fun.
I was wanting
the
to
new
play
one's not. What's
because
that?
I was just wanting to play Battlefield 5.
Yeah, I never got into the Battlefield games, and I'm actually really happy about it.
Well, I'm stopped playing the Call of Duty stuff, so that's why I was like, oh, I'll just move over to
Which is
Battlefield
fair.
and play some Battlefield
And,
stuff.
and Battlefield's a good alternative to Call of Duty. But
Activision Blizzard wasn't going to get any more
pretty
money,
much.
so that was
But you
why.
have the two mega Goliath companies, right?
That
Like
are
on
both
this hand,
douchebags.
you've got EA, the garbage fire, and then over here you have Activision Blizzard, the other garbage fire, and then you're just literally getting drowned in dumpster
I'm
juice.
just trying to figure out how I'm going to do, because it's literally 21 games that I paid money for.
And you can't access them.
I can't access them.
Yeah. I don't know. That's why I hate those subscription type services, or those, because at any point Steam could be like, "Hey, we don't like you. You can't access any of the things you paid for." I think that's that's hot trash to me.
Right.
I bought the game. It's mine. I own it. I own the right to play it, whether or not you think I should be on your platform. But that's the thing. You sign the papers. This is the agreement you made. So
For the convenience of having everything just literally at a download, you don't have to go to the store and actually pick up a disc for it.
oh no, I don't have to drive 5 miles down the street. How terrible.
Well, 5 miles for you. A trip to the hospital for me. So. As I'm holding my chest, I realize what I'm doing subconsciously.
I know, and I'm just like, are you kidding? So, but regardless, we're not gonna keep you guys too much longer because we understand the nature of live videos. But really great things coming down the way. If you guys can come out to Gencon 2022, where we're gonna submit a new film called "We Wish You Were Here." No, not really.
We are working on. I'm working on the script for next year. Working on a new book. I said we. Working on a new book. Going to try to get that out next year.
I'm really excited about that too.
Trying to get everything done. Trying to get everything done so we can get moving on our series and a lot more. So there's a lot more to watch. Watch the space for.
Yep.
If you
we got
didn't
Dead.
know, go to geekpublicradio.com, and at geekpublicradio.com we have recently added an entire arcade.
And it's awesome. And I'm the
can-
best ninja skateboarder.
You can play over 1,000 games right now. Browser games, all kinds, silly ones to Grand Theft Auto clones.
And those are actually kind of fun too.
They're all available. We didn't make any of them. We're all hosting from other companies and whatnot. So, but we got permissions to do that, and now we also have another reason to go to geekpublicradio.com if you're bored. Go play a game.
It is. Geek Public Radio is cool. Like, we offer all kinds of crazy services. And on top of that, Geek Public Radio, along with Rutledge Productions, will be at DeadCon. here in Fort Wayne on the 16th, 17th, and 18th. I don't know. I got all the dates pulled up. Let's make sure. The 15th through the 17th in Fort Wayne. So we're going to be there. You guys can actually look at all the events to catch a chance to sit with us live while we do a broadcast, while we do interviews, different panels, all the crazy things that we have coming up. All you got to do is go to blackbookmovie.com, and you can actually click on the menu and then go down to live events, and it'll show you all the crazy things that we have coming up. And then maybe sometimes people don't understand, like, oh, this is why they don't do a lot of, this is why we don't do videos every day. Like 100% legitimately why we stopped doing
always
videos
preparing for the next convention, always trying to get stuff moving, and trying to create more things to do more things. So
playing video games, but you guys can always check us out. Like we do try to do the Twitch stream and things like that, so you guys can always, of course, like check out our Twitch, where Topher plays the majority of those games. Once I get everything set up on my end, I'm actually going to start live streaming more Fallout 76, doing different stuff like that, so you guys can watch me play there. Listen to me and the gang just completely roast each other on the daily because it's hilarious. I have a picture. I'm just going to give you guys a small sample of our ridiculousness. One of our friends was standing at my base, and he had to go take care of something. I don't know if he was going to the bathroom, or I don't really care. And he was just standing there, and it was like 2 or 3 minutes go by, and he didn't come back to the mic, and I gave it about another 5 minutes. So we're damn near at 10 minutes now where he hasn't moved, and I'm like, so I trapped him. I literally built a wall all the way around him, all the way up to the top. I put a cage door on it. So he was just standing there inside of a locked cage, and built a wall in front of the door that said, "Ha ha, gotcha, you're effed," and then put the cap on the ceiling and then put a big Vault Boy statue on top of him. So it literally was a concrete tomb over the top of him, where he couldn't move. He couldn't turn sideways. He couldn't run around. He couldn't jump. The only thing he could do was fast travel out of there. I literally stuck him, and it was great. And he came back, and he was swearing, and it was great.
Like, that's what you did? Really?
He did, too. He was like, really? Oh, that's real funny. Like, it is kind of funny. You got to fast travel away. And the greatest part about it is he couldn't fast travel to my base, which is the closest thing, because he was in it.
All the way out to fast travel back.
And come back. It was pretty phenomenal. But yeah, then I thought about just kicking him off the team and setting mines all the way around him. So, yeah, big special shout out to daysandnightsbooks.com for helping us out. DAYZKNIGHTS books.com.
We're also now, they are also now on Facebook. They have a page, and
go and like it.
They just posted
awesome bookstore. We just fulfilled a huge order.
Yes.
So they wiped out a lot of our stuff. So thank you guys for all of that. Seriously,
there is a picture of the restock up on the thing on the web or on the Facebook page. So
yeah, we just
thank you. Remember, if you become a member of Geek Public Radio, you get, as long as you're a member of Geek Public Radio, you get 10% off of anything in the store at Days and Night Books. Yep. That is one of the cool benefits of being paying $5 a month. Is, if you make one order a month, that's paid itself.
Yep. You saved it basically. Yep. So if you were to order the new D&D 5th edition book, that's $50. Well, you pay $45 because you get 10% off. Guess what? Subscription paid for. If you order 2 books, not only did it pay for itself, but you saved $5. So it is absolutely worth your time to go to geekpublicradio.com. Click become a member and help us out. That is how we pay for things. That's how we pay for this cool studio. That's how we pay for his cool stuff over there. That's how he makes movies that win awards. We literally rely on you guys to do that, and we stream our own stuff. I understand we use all these different platforms, but we have and own every single video that we do. So if YouTube ever gets a wild hair up their butt and they're like, hey, we don't want you to do videos no more, and we can go, cool, because we can still do videos, and the only way you'll be able to watch them is if you're a member. So geekpublicradio.com. Become a member today. $5.
Yep. $5. And so for tonight, we're going to call it adieu. I am Topher, the sick paranormal hobo.
I am Crazy Chris, and I look really weird like that.
Travolta.
Do the bat 2C.
Yeah. But we will see you next time right here. Same bat time, same bat channel. Later.
Peace.